Hello, my beautiful humans and friends. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Today we're going to talk about why we dream, which is like such a huge question for a lot of people, and it was for myself as well. And I'm also going to touch on how you can change your dreams, how you can work with them, how you can come to understand them better, and how you can literally change them. But if we think about it, we spend about a third to half of our life sleeping. Like half of your living human existence is spent asleep. Think about that. Like there's obviously has to be some reason. Like there has to be some important reason that the universe, God, whatever you want to call it, decided that half of the existence would be spent asleep. So let's get into it. First, I want to explain where we go when we dream, because by explaining where we go, I can then help to explain what's happening to us. And so where we go is what a lot of people call the astral realm. It's like, you can kind of think of it as like another dimension in a way, or another realm, another existence. And what is happening is that your soul, kind of in a way, not like your full soul, but a lot of you in your existence, your consciousness is leaving the body. It's like the physical body needs to rest. Like everything that's going on in life is a lot on the physical body. And so the physical body needs to go to sleep and rest and rejuvenate. However, our consciousness will continue to live. And it goes to this other realm and spends half of our lives in another realm. So let's get into this, because this other realm, what is happening is that things manifest instantly. And so what is kind of really happening in your dreams is that your consciousness is like working things out. And it can be working out thoughts that you're dwelling on. It can be working out emotions that are stuck in you, unresolved traumas, past lives, any energy that's stuck to you, anything in the subconscious will be, then your consciousness is working itself, those things out in the astral realm. And it's kind of like out of your control, right? Like you don't really understand dreams. They're weird. You're like, afterwards, you're like, what is the point? But I swear, your consciousness is doing things that is healing your subconscious. It's bringing things out. Like in our day-to-day waking lives, we spend so much time pushing our thoughts, feelings, energy, traumas, all of those things down. And so we spend the other half of our lives in dream world pulling those things back up and working through them. And your subconscious is literally working through them. Your subconscious is opening them up, and then your consciousness is like working through them, but we also are like out of control of it. And so it's like this higher state of us that's like working things through. And so why we go into the astral realm? We go into the astral realm because things manifest instantly in the astral realm. And yes, you can kind of come into contact with like other things in the astral realm, but they can't harm you. When you're in your dream, your physical body is there, in the human world, in the third dimension, the dense dimension. And what happens is it's actually seen as this like silver string that is attached from you to your consciousness that is out in the astral realm, so that you can always find your way back. Okay. And then we go into this realm because, yes, like I said, things manifest instantly. And why we do that is because all of the things in our waking life that we've pushed down or we've like attached to our energy, maybe we're having repetitive, stressed out, anxious thoughts, that is literally in your energy. You're putting that in your energy. If you have unresolved traumas, you're carrying that in your energy. Unresolved traumas from your past life, anything from your past lives are literally in your energy if they are unresolved. Emotions that you're not working through, or you're just carrying all of this crap with you, and it's just stuck in your energy field. So if you're interested in learning how to cleanse your energy, check out my other video of how to cleanse your energy field. But all of these things are stuck in your energy field, and we are unaware of them as humans in the waking world until now. And so our consciousness we go to sleep, and our consciousness goes into the astral realm, like understanding how heavy it is, understanding that it is carrying all these energies. And then it goes to the astral realm to let these energies, like when it takes these energies into the astral realm, they instantly manifest. And so it's like your traumas manifest into nightmares, your unresolved emotions manifest into all of the high school students making fun of you because you showed up without pants. Your thoughts manifest into beautiful rainbows that you're sliding on. I don't know if I've ever had any rainbow dreams. I hope you have. But do you kind of get my point? And so by our consciousness taking our energy into the astral realm where we spend, again, half of our lives, it is getting to work some of this out because we are not in the waking world cleansing our energy very often, usually. I don't want to judge you. Maybe you are amazing. But so then our consciousness takes this energy into the astral realm to work these things out. And sometimes it's super overwhelming. Our dreams can be overwhelming and they can feel like these crazy weird flashes of all these millions of things. And that's because, again, the energy that you are carrying with you in the waking world, the things that are attached to you that you're maybe not looking at, are just instantly manifesting. So if you have if you feel really heavy and anxious and stressed and you're carrying a bunch of things with you, when you go to sleep, you're going to have super crazy, overwhelming dreams that are weird flashes of things because you are literally like, for example, if I go into the astral realm and I have sadness and I have anger or that I'm not looking at and I have my energy and I have thoughts about work and how stressed I am and I have so much shit to do is here, and then maybe thoughts about my mom, maybe she's sick and I blah, blah, blah. And then I have past life stuff that I have not even conscious to. And then I go into the astral realm and it's like, me being a warrior in a past life comes up and it instantly manifests into a dream and all these people are coming at me and attacking me with knives, and my mom being sick is like all of a sudden I see my mom and she's dying and I don't know why and I can't help her. The emotion of sadness or in the thoughts of work, like all of a sudden I'm like in my dream I'm late for work and I have so much to do but I just can't get it done. And so do you kind of understand now what is happening to you in dreams, why you're dreaming? And so the incredible thing about this is that we can actually do something about this. We can work with this. We can literally change and manipulate our dreams. And how we do that is by all the things that we carry in our waking life that are stuck with us: thoughts, emotions, trauma, past lives, energy. It's all just energy that's stuck to us. We work with that. We cleanse that. We release that. And so how we do that, for your thoughts, you want to change your thoughts. You want to become aware of your thoughts. You can journal, you can meditate, witness your mind. What is your mind saying? Oh, like the things that I'm just thinking in my mind actually do matter. They are not only creating your human reality, but they are creating your dream reality. So pay attention to them and change them. One of my favorite ways to do this is with affirmations. Like even if I'm uncomfortable and I'm like, I have so much to do in work, I'll never get it done. I'm like, oh, that's a rough thought to create my reality out of. So I'm going to start the affirmation of time is expansive and I have all my work done. And I'm going to keep saying that to myself every morning until it literally manifests in my reality. And then there goes that out of my energy field. Emotions. The way we can release emotions from our energy field is to literally feel them. Sometimes that feels scary, but there's nothing to do with your emotions. You don't have to fix them. You just have to feel them. Just sit down, and if you are sad, feel into your body. Like, do you feel tension and tightness, and where is the sadness? And just sit with it. Just be sad. Just feel it. And you'll release that, and you'll notice how it goes away then. Because you saw the emotion, you saw yourself. Past lives. Okay, that's an interesting one. If you want to release past lives, this is kind of like a multi-step process. If you're having a dream and you're really like, I have no idea why I had that dream, or maybe you have reoccurring dreams. Like I know one friend that has a reoccurring dream that, which she doesn't have children in this life, that her and her daughter are like ducking from a huge explosion and it just wipes them out and eats their skin. I would say to guess that she has a past life in Japan and during Hiroshima, during the bomb. Another friend who keeps always getting swallowed by tsunamis. Actually, I did an energy cleansing on her and we came to realize that she had a past life where she committed suicide and jumped into the water. And so anyways, my point is that if you have a reoccurring dream or a dream that you're like, this is really traumatic, or a dream that you're like, this doesn't make any sense, meditate with it. Literally sit down in quiet If you're trying to figure out how to meditate in general or how to be quiet, check out my video, the 7 tips for meditation. And like bring that dream up, bring those images up, bring those emotions that it caused and sit with them. And you can literally start to connect with that past life. And maybe you start crying and you don't know why. Let it happen. Maybe you feel a bunch of tension in your body. Feel it, breathe into it, let it happen. Those are ways that you can go through your past lives. And nobody can really ever give you like sure answers that that's what your past lives are. Like I can totally do an energy cleansing for you. Other people can do energy healing and cleansings for you. And people with their third eye open like myself, like we can see things, but it's still going to be up to your intuition of, does this feel like something that happened to you? And so I'll always work with your intuition, and anybody else who works with your past lives, ideally they're working with your intuition too. Yeah, and so what else? Okay, so unresolved trauma. If we have unresolved trauma, that can be a well, and everybody does, you're not alone. And so the way to get that out of the energy system is to look at it, to feel it, heal it, figure out your thoughts, journal about it, things like that. Also, I don't mean to keep pitching myself, but if you have unresolved trauma and you're not sure where to look, and that does feel like a deep well, please reach out to me. I can help you. I'm here for you. I've spent my most part of my life committed to these things. So moving on, energy. If you have just specific types of energy in your system, this can be because somebody else is attached to your energy, has sent you something, you've just put on different things. The way to work with that is to cleanse your energy. Again, I have a whole YouTube video on how to cleanse your energy field. If you want advice, if you want somebody else to cleanse their energy field, I'm here for you. You can reach out. I have links, all the beautiful things. And so the last part of this video, I want to touch base on lucid dreaming, because the way that you can change and work with your dreams by, again, going through the things I talked about, releasing things from your energy field, your thoughts, emotions and stuff, and then to take it another step further. Once you've really gotten your energy system really cleansed, you might notice that you start lucid dreaming, and that's usually what happens. It's like, you wake up in your dream. You become aware that you are dreaming, and then you can do anything. Like for me, I usually fly. Like I all of a sudden become aware that I'm dreaming, and I'm like, oh, wait, that's right, this is a fucking dream. And I usually just like fly out of whatever's happening to me, and I'm like, wee. That's my favorite. But anyways, so tips for lucid dreaming. One, it's a really beautiful thing to do, because not only is it just let your creativity and your imagination go wild, it helps you realize what you're capable of. It also then allows you, once you lucid dream enough that you're like kind of like, okay, I get it, I can fly, then you can start navigating what is manifesting in your dreams to start to work things out in the astral realm, which is really cool. So tips on how to start lucid dreaming. One other thing I would say about if you want to start lucid dreaming is not only to cleanse your energy, but I would really spend time sitting with your third eye chakra, because your third eye chakra is where your intuition and your visualizations come from, any like psychic abilities. And so not that lucid dreaming is specifically a psychic ability, but if you also, something that will help you lucid dream is to work with that part of your energy system. And you can just simply do that by sitting in meditation and sending your third eye chakra presence, just sending your attention to it. You can start to work out any blocks or fog that are there. And that's another way that you can open yourself to lucid dreaming. If you want to know more about that, check out my chakras video. Okay, so my tips of how to start lucid dreaming, like these are just more like practical tips besides just cleansing your energy and opening your third eye. I have 4 of these that I've studied and found around the world, and I find really helpful for myself. 1, if you constantly ask yourself, am I dreaming? Like in the waking world, if you start making it a habit to ask yourself, am I dreaming? Then what will happen is you'll have that in your energy system. And then when you are dreaming, you might find yourself asking yourself, am I dreaming? And don't just in the waking world make it an automatic no. Like really pay attention, pinch yourself, do something that like doesn't make that an automated question, because if you're in the dream and you ask yourself, you want to actually genuinely pay attention to answer. That's a great way. Also, the way I started waking up to lucid dreaming is I started having like I would have something traumatic happen in my dream, or I would like see a loved one that passed or something, which that's a whole nother story about lucid dreaming, and I'll get into in another video specifically for lucid dreaming. But so if like I would have something traumatic happen, or I'd have something happen that I'm like, wait, that's not possible, that would trigger me being like, oh, I'm lucid dreaming, like I'm dreaming. So if something really traumatic happens to you, trying to keep that thought in the back of your mind, or if something that you know is not possible happens to you, again, trying to keep the thought in the back of your mind now, so that ideally you wake up in the dream. Also, because nobody wants to be going through anything traumatic. So like if it really sucks, I would like wake up usually and I'd be like, wait a second, I'm crying in my high school classroom. I'm like, wait a second, the teacher's not just bullying me. I'm dreaming, like this isn't real. Or I also had a guide come to me in my dreams that sometimes would change form. It was like an animal guide and would change forms, and I'd be like, whoa, that cat just became a caterpillar. That's not real. I'm dreaming. Which again, I'll get into that into another video in lucid dreaming. So if you want to know more about that, stay tuned. My other two main tips for discovering that you're lucid dreaming is, in your dreams, if you've ever noticed, you don't usually have 5 fingers on each hand. So make it a habit in your waking world to look at your hands, so that ideally when you're dreaming, it's such a habit that you then look at your hands and you're like, whoa, like don't freak out, like I'm missing fingers. Like it's not necessarily that like one finger's gone or something. It's more that like you just have a hand that naturally has like 3 fingers and you're like, whoa. Which is a really weird thing. My last tip for lucid dreaming is, or to wake up in your dreams, is to constantly look at clocks, which this one I don't really like to do because I don't like to be obsessive about time in the waking world. But if it is something that you like to do, you can constantly like make it a habit to look at what time it is in the waking world. And then in your dream world, if it's a habit and you try to figure out what time it is, you'll notice that there are no clocks in the astral realm in your dreams. There is no time. So by the fact of you not being able to find a clock or figure out what time it is, hopefully that will wake you up as well. So when you're in the waking world looking for clocks, you want to be paying attention of like, it's not necessarily like, oh, it's this time. It's like, oh, I can find a clock. So creating these habits in your waking life can then help you to wake up in your dreams. Also, cleansing your energy in your waking life can also help you to go into your dreams with like way less to like trauma to manifest. Like when I go in my dreams and my energy is really cleansed, I usually have like really weird things happen, or funny things, or like lighthearted things. And I come back out and I'm like, yeah, I can see how like the 3 thoughts I went to bed with turned into dreams. So that's another fun thing to do, is in the next morning, you can try to decipher your dreams. Like what's going on? Like, oh, there was terror in that dream. What am I afraid of? Try to journal that. Oh, there was, my mom was dying in this dream and I couldn't help her. What belief do you have? Like, so that is, your dreams will help you understand what you are carrying in your energy field, what is happening in your subconscious. So pay attention to them, heal them, work with them, sit with them, journal about them, or just keep having your dreams as they happen. And your subconscious and conscious is working things out in the dream realm. So celebrate them, pay attention to them. They are important and amazing. Thank you for coming to hang out. Put anything in the comments below if you have questions, concerns. I am trying to create a beautiful community here. So if you want to be a part of that community, if you're looking for cleansing, coaching, anything like that, please reach out. I'm super excited to just be here with you all. If you're just here to watch and learn, I love that too. Have a beautiful, beautiful day.